Good morning, everyone. Today is April the 9th, 2016, here at Washington Family Church, National Cathedral. And we're reading today again the Cheon Seong Gyeong. And under chapter 4, the believer's path in relation to true parents course. Subtopic, ending the long struggle between Cain and Abel. Number 8, God wanted to use Cain and Abel to clean up the mess created by the fall of Adam and Eve. Instead, God had to bear witness to yet another failure. He had to suffer the horrible event of Cain killing Abel. Although blood was not shed during the fall, it led to blood being spilled subsequently in human history. Human beings should have learned from this history of bloodshed and reconciled with each other. However, they were unable to do so. Moreover, they did not unite with heaven. Therefore, for example, God was forced to strike humanity and wash everything clean with the flood during Noah's time. Number 9, Cain and Abel clash in Adam's family. Due to these divisions, ages of conflict ensued. Cain and Abel's enmity exacerbated the conflict between mind and body, between spouses, between father and son, between mother and daughter, and between siblings. These conflicts are all connected and have expanded to tribes, peoples, and nations. They in turn have caused countless divisions and a history of war. Number 10, although Cain had the right of the firstborn son, God put his younger brother Abel in that position. Since then, the tragedy of Abel's spilled blood has expanded to the entire history of humanity, which has been a history of war. People in the position of an elder brother, people of influence, has been blocking people in the position of younger brother who sought to follow their parents' way. We're now on page 900. And become true people. This historical Cain and Abel relationship and the problem of their lineage still need to be resolved. The mother and the sons and daughters also lost their right of ownership, as well as their hometown and their nation. These must be regained as well. And because these incidents occurred first in the family, they must be rectified first in the family. Number 11, a fight among siblings cannot be settled amicably without the parents' involvement. Parents must stand up to these tasks. Heavenly fortune cannot manifest until the first son is liberated and the two sons are reconciled. Likewise, your mind and body must become one in order for you to be blessed. This is the Cain and Abel principle. In the relationship between men and women, the husband is plus and the wife is minus. These two represent Cain and Abel. They need to become one and should not fight. Originally, the principle was that they become one. However, since they become separated, they must unite again. Number 12, in the same way that Cain and Abel became kingdom in Adam's family, Catholics and Protestants have become kingdom on a global scale. To unite completely, they need to enter the realm of unfallen Adam. Jesus lost his body Therefore, he was able to become only the spiritual parent, not the substantial parent. Therefore, we need the marriage supper of the Lamb. The new Lord must come, perfect the realm of true parents, and then conduct the marriage supper of the Lamb. Number 13. You know the story of Cain and Abel in Adam's family. If Cain had fulfilled his providential role, Abel could have started on his path. Knowing this, if you look at Jesus' life in context of history, the age before Jesus belongs to Cain's world, and the age after him belongs to Abel's world. Jesus, God, second son, became the owner of Abel's worldwide realm. He was, in fact, the first leader to begin to construct Abel's work or world. Before him, Cain's world had prevailed. It was a world centered on the self. The world must be cleaned up and brought to surrender. And then, for the first time, the two brothers should be able to stand as children, united to welcome true parents. Number 14. The true parents need to come to this world and resolve Cain and Abel's resentment caused by Adam and Eve. In this process, the brothers need to embrace one another, be there for each other, and open their hearts to the point where they would lay down their lives for one another. Then true parents with the heart to save all people can bind all humanity together. That way, a new foundation for a heavenly life on earth can be built. Number 15. Through the fall of Adam and Eve, humanity lost true parents and God. Also, because Cain killed Abel, the love between brothers was lost. Therefore, fallen humanity was not able to face God and now needs to find God, the parents and Abel. People need to find the type of Abel whom Cain would not beat to death. The type of Abel would win his fight with Satan. If you find such an Abel, you can become sons and daughters with authority to judge between good and evil on God's behalf. Number 16. When God created human beings, he created Adam first. Therefore, when God raises up the true parents, he raises up Adam first. God has worked throughout history to find one Adam as a seed. He has been raising this seed to reach perfection. God has carried out his providence throughout history through Cain and Abel in Adam's family, through Noah's sons, through Adam and through Jacob and Esau. God's providence has developed from the individual level to the family, tribe, and national level, and finally culminates at the time of the second advent. Number 17. True parents can be raised up only on the foundation of Cain and Abel's unity. When this principle is successfully applied on the individual level, Cain submits to Abel. Hence, Abel becomes positioned as the elder brother, and Cain, standing in the position of younger brother, attends and obeys Abel even more than Abel would have attended and obeyed the original unfallen elder brother Cain. Only then is redemption possible. Subtopic: living to become true parents. Number 18. The returning Lord's mission is to qualify to be the bridegroom, but more than anything, he has to meet the criteria to become a true parent. To do so, he and his bride have to be acknowledged as the true parents before heaven and earth, and receive God's recognition as a true filial son and a true devoted daughter. The feast celebrating the emergence of the devoted son and daughter is called the marriage supper of the Lamb. Number 19. All the past pioneers who have sought the truth will bestow on us the seal of victors when we digest the sorrow and agony of the ages. Then, before God and true parents, we have to stand up as true husband and wife, true children, true siblings, true people, and true nation in a true heaven and earth. Be aware that when you embrace this agonized heart and do not follow it to falter, you will remain as that nation's loyal citizens and virtuous people, and you will assume the position of devoted sons and daughters. Number 20, God, rather than Satan, should have become the owner of this world. In that case, Adam and Eve, as humanity's unfallen ancestors, as the true parents, would have become the owners as well. Then their family, in which true sons and daughters would have dwelled, would have become the owner. The original ideal was that subsequently their tribe, their nation, and their world would have become the owners. We're now on page 902, number 21. The term true parents was unfamiliar to you. The distance between all of you and the true parents is very great. There are many walls dividing individuals, families, tribes, peoples, nations, the world, and the cosmos. The true parents triumph by surmounting these walls. Thus, in order for you to inherit the name of true parents, you must also surmount these walls. You can do so by first building a family bridge over the walls between individuals. Then you can erect a tribal bridge over the wall between families, and go on to build bridges over the walls between tribes, peoples, and nations, and finally, at the world level. After you have finished building these bridges, you will be able to cross over all these walls at once and go straight to the top. These bridges will be stronger than stone and iron. Number 22, Adam's family could not enter heaven. Therefore, true parents must come and gather all the families of the world. They have to open heaven's gates and enter with all people by perfecting Adam's family. Adam's tribe, people, nation, world, and heaven on and earth according to the standard of the kingdom of heaven on earth and in heaven. A path must be opened so the world's people can transcend their nations and move in the same direction. The only viable path is where all families follow the true parents. That is how each family can be resurrected. Entering heaven will then be possible through resurrection. Adam's kinsmen will be prepared exactly as if Adam had returned and received the blessing. Adam, who became the false parent, will come again as a true parent. When that happens, the cosmos will be organized with Adam and Eve as the true parents, as the center of the true tribe, people, nation, and world. We cannot enter heaven before this is achieved, before the true parents have entered first, followed by the children. Therefore, we have to be engrafted as blood relatives of the true parents, connected in a parent-child relationship to the true parents. We need to become true children of the true parents. That is what the blessed family is about. The present world is the way it is because the fall occurred in Adam's family. So the result of turning it upside down is the blessed family. 23. What will happen in the families that become one with the true parents and receive the blessing? What will happen when they enter the realm of ideal oneness in a subject-object relationship with true parents? By following and inheriting true parents' entire life course, the blessed family that becomes their absolute partner will be able to make the transition between paying indemnity. You will be able to stand as a true object partner in the realm of the true parents, qualified to inherit their heart on the level of the family, the tribe, the people, the nation, and the world. 24. If I had not appeared as your teacher, it would have been impossible for all of you to unite. Unity cannot come about without the true parents. The words true parents should not be pronounced lightly just to hear the sound. The world needs to learn the inside story of how far I have run and how high I have climbed to become the true parent. True parents are proclaimed now because all the conditions for them to become the true parents have been fulfilled based on their recognition by God and all pioneers and prophets in the spirit world. Section 3, a life of caring for others. Number 1, if I am the first generation, all of you who have received the blessing are the second generation. With the responsibility to nurture your sons and daughters, they are the third generation, whom you have the responsibility in God's place to raise His substantial object partners who can witness to the ideal of creation. God had in mind when He created Adam and Eve. The true parents are the substantial essence of the invisible God. You, as their children, are in the position of Adam and Eve. Through your blessed families, the family-level foundation will be created to reveal the children, siblings, couples, and parents representing the heavenly nation in the perfected Garden of Eden. Please understand that we have a responsibility to become this type of family and move toward heaven. That ends our Hoon Cain. It's already 5:30, and we'll be reading on page 903 tomorrow, the life of a father, a subtopic. My name again is Athanasius Francis C.Catalan. I'm reading for you here in Washington, D.C., and visit our website, www.familyfed.org. And if you have any questions, just ask me or any of our centers or churches, the Unification Church, or any brother and sister who have been to the blessing, and they know about the divine principle. They know who and when and where the Messiah will come. So we're the church who knows it. So if you want to know, we can give it to you. We can reveal it to you. Have a great and wonderful day, everyone, my friends, my family, my relatives. Again, thank you for listening. Mabuhay, manse, meaning ogmanse means 10,000 years of peace and prosperity. Have a great and wonderful day. Peace, shalom, wassalamu alaikum. Pray for peace in the Middle East and everywhere. Bye-bye.